Hi, Chef Matt here. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make great grilled broccoli. Now that our broccoli has been blanched and chilled in the refrigerator, we're going to start on the garlic butter and then outside to the grill. So I've already prepared the garlic butter, but very simply, this is unsalted butter, a couple of cloves of fresh garlic that have been minced and pasted very finely, a little bit of salt and black pepper, and then the herbs in here, it's really whatever you have in your house or whatever you like. So for me, I like to add chive, basil, parsley, and a little bit of tarragon. You start with softened butter, add the garlic, whip, and then just fold in your herbs, very simply. So this can stay in the refrigerator for a couple of weeks or even in the freezer. Next, what I'm going to do is take a piece of the broccoli and very liberally, you can see how soft this is. I like to use my hands because I like the feel of how it's going into the broccoli, but I really like to get up underneath the florets of the broccoli. And then due to the smooth surface here, you don't get a lot to stay on there, but just a little bit to make sure, don't leave that lonely down below. Now, it looks like I'm putting a lot on, but it's just enough to cover because a lot of this is going to come off on the grill. One of the reasons why everyone says that they love to eat their grandmother's cooking or they remember their grandmother's cooking is because I know for my grandmother, she cooked with so much love. She always wanted to make sure that we had great food to eat and had people over at the house, and I can't think of a better way how to put love into food other than using your hands. So it's okay, butter comes off, take a paper towel, give it a wipe, and then wash your hands. It all comes off, but I cook with my hands as much as possible. I've been making a lot of bread lately, a lot of sourdough bread and bagels, things I haven't done for a long time. Just love to work with my hands. Lastly, I have a lemon here that I've cut in half, and what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and a little pinch of kosher salt. And I like to grill these along with the broccoli. They make a great garnish to squeeze over the broccoli when it's finished, and I think they just look beautiful too. So for grilling the broccoli outside, you can either use like a Weber gas grill or one of these Komodos or green eggs. I love these because you get that great wood flavor. But in order to get the same flavor on a grill, what I typically will do, I get the grill nice and hot, but I just put a couple pieces of wood on the back and I let that sit for about 5 to 7 minutes before I start grilling. So I'm gonna start with my olive oiled lemons. And then I'm gonna place kind of that flat side down first. See, we have our own little fire here, it's beautiful. And then close the lid. So I'm gonna let that go for about 1.5 minutes and then just check it. So the thing you do have to be careful about is the butter, as the butter melts, it can produce a little bit of flame. A little bit of char is okay, too much fire, not good. This is exactly what we want. We want really nice heat. As you can see, the butter is starting to melt, but we're not getting any flame here, which is perfect. Basically, what we want to do is just put some char on there. We're going to cook that garlic that's inside the butter. Those herbs are going to start to become very aromatic, and then we'll turn it over. So the broccoli's already cooked. It's already seasoned, so we don't have to add any more salt. If you use the correct amount of salt in the water, which really gets into the broccoli instead of on the broccoli, we're gonna have some great grilled broccoli. We'll just give it a quarter turn, almost like we're making steaks. The beauty of this broccoli is it literally does taste like steak. Start to get a little bit of color on these lemons, that's perfect. Again, we don't want crazy black marks on these. We just want to get some nice color. We'll get a little bit of the aromatic of the oil of the lemon start to come out. So Now we're going to turn our broccoli over. We should have some nice char on here. Beautiful. Some nice color. Gonna put our lemons up top. So also know where your hot spots are on the grill. As you can see, I've got a hot spot over here. So I'm gonna put the broccoli from my left side, which is a little cooler, and then the ones you can see it's a little bit more char, but again, that char is just great flavor. So we just want to make sure that, again, that broccoli has a little bit of char on both sides and is heated all the way through, and it'll be perfect. About 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes total of cooking is all it takes. So if you're doing this in conjunction with some steaks, typically what I'll do, or fish, what I'll do is I'll cook my steaks, I'll put them inside and let them rest, turn the grill all the way up, finish my broccoli, or you can even do this with asparagus. But I'll let the proteins rest and then finish the vegetables, come inside, the meat will be perfect, the veg is nice and hot, and you've got a great meal. So at this point, we're just about finished. I'm gonna turn the grill off and then plate up my broccoli. Oh, look at that, beautiful. You see that nice little bit of smoke that comes off of the wood, and because the broccoli has a little bit of moisture to it, as the smoke rolls around in the grill, it just gives it enough smoke without it being too overwhelming. So you can see we've got just a little bit nice char there. When people come to my house, they always say there's never too much broccoli. I literally will make 20 pounds of this broccoli for Thanksgiving, and it's always gone. So look at that beautiful grilled wood roasted broccoli. I hoped everyone learned a little something about taking something very ordinary like broccoli and making it truly extraordinary on the grill. Take care.